Hi, welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. I'm Julie Finley, not Derek Fage. He will be back next week, but I'm in the know, and I'm here with one of my other favorite guests. We just had some lovely food in the kitchen, the recipes. You can just watch the show again at 6 or 11. But right now I have Rob Statham because we need someone. We have got barbecues, we've got outdoor eating, we've got events, we've got special occasions. So we need the Drunken Grape to show us how to sip our way through summer. Welcome.
Hey, great
how
to be.
You?
I'm great. Great to be back on the set with you.
Yes, I know.
I think it's the first time it's solo in 10 years.
I feel like Julie Bune's going to walk in right in a second. I should have had her come on. How are you? How are things?
I'm doing great.
Yes.
Busy.
You are
lots
busy.
of things moving forward into the summer.
Yeah.
Lots going on in the summer season, especially with wine and beer. And it's always great to follow a food segment.
Yes, exactly. Because I think that's everybody at home is wondering, how do you actually pair things with your food? Because we're all good about the food, and then we're going through the LCBO or our local markets, and we need some help. So take us through it. What if we're grilling something? We're grilling fish and we're grilling meat.
Yeah, well, things like trout, salmon, even like bass, pike, walleye, caught from a lot of fresh lakes in Ontario, locally. A lot of people do fishing in the summer. A lot of this pairs really well with it. And some of the things I picked are really great for summer. You have a rosé. This is an off-dry rosé. It's got a bit of sweetness to it. Sandbanks Winery, a fantastic winery right in Prince Edward County, right by Lake Ontario. So things like that tend to lend themselves well to fish, pork, chicken, barbecued sausages, burgers, a lot of things that people typically have and prepare during the summertime, whether on the boat or at the cottage, camping, a myriad of things, really.
So that's the way to go. I actually like that because I feel like rosé is no longer just a summer wine. You can actually serve it all year round at this point, and they've done so well in the LCBO and everywhere else.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's and that style is a blush. Like there's 4 different distinct styles in rosés.
Can you just give us a little rosé? I know Megan.
Yeah, a little bit of rosé.
My daughter
Cheers
at home
to you.
right
Here's
now
a
is
toast.
like, what?
So this style you can see is a blush. Like it's not very heavy. It's very light in color. This one's definitely on the sweeter side. Sweet things go well with summer. At least that's my philosophy. Dry tends to have a bit better presence in the wintertime. But rosé, so you got different styles. You have crisp, blush, rich, and fruity. And this will fall under the blush side with a bit of fruitiness to it. So and a lot of strawberry, rhubarb, some citrus notes on the nose. Cheers to you, my friend. Yes, Mom in the know. This is awesome. A J.S. Woodsworth alumni.
I was going to say that. We have gone to high school together. We know all the same people, and we were able to celebrate with everyone last year. Yes, definitely. Okay, this is lovely. So, but you also brought a Riesling. I don't know enough about it.
Well, Riesling's a really diverse wine. It's one of the only wines where you can go from like bone dry to lusciously sweet.
See, I always thought it was lusciously sweet until I met you. So yes, I did know it.
Yeah, and Ontario's a lot like Alsace, so 2 regions around the world where you're going to get into like dry to off-drying characteristics. So for me anyway, it makes it a lot more food friendly. Not everybody wants to have that overpowering, unctuous sweet wine, which is only really good with dessert when you think about it. But this is an off-dry, so this will go well with things like pork. It would liven up because there's a lot of apple flavors in Riesling. It's really present. There's a lot of acidity in there too. So when you talk food pairings, you're going to look at things like cut, complement, contrast, and balance.
Cut, complement, contrast, and balance.
Yeah, and
you're
balance
going to share
being the
this
key
somewhere,
one.
right? And tag me, and I'll share it with everyone
absolutely.
else.
But in this case, it would cut through like the fattiness of pork, and then the apple flavors would complement some of the the meaty flavors that come out in pork itself.
So cut, complement.
Yeah, and it will balance out the dish. Balance is your biggest ingredient in anything. You would know this cooking, right?
Yes,
balance is just vital. Beer side of things, I thought I'd switch things up. This is Ontario's first craft brewery in Waterloo Brewing. This is a grapefruit radler, and this one's new. I tried this over the weekend at a friend's 50th birthday party. It was great. So this is a mango passion fruit radler. Radler means cyclist, so we think of it as a shandy. Remember growing up where lemonade was thrown into a light lager by your dad and then they drank it around the campfire or whatever, sporting event or whatever they're doing?
To hydrate, To hydrate.
So this style of beer, what I like about it is it's got a lot of fruit notes. It's almost like a beer mosa. If you think of mimosa, think of a beer mosa. It's juicy. You could have it at breakfast time. I mean, really, it's a light, low alcohol beer. It's about 2.5%.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So it's really great
nice
for like
summer refresher then.
Absolutely. And then the last one I brought here was Blanche de Chambly. This is a Belgian wit beer, so it's fruity. It's more full-bodied. It's a wheat beer. Blanche de Chambly is by Unibrouse in Chambly, Quebec. Okay. This is one of the best Belgian wit style beers in the world.
I just actually brought this to an Ultimate game last night because we do have a few beers after, and I saw it, and it was actually you that was telling me about it because that's exactly how it should go. So if everyone, are you going to give us tips all summer long, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do we find those tips? Where
so you can come to my website, go to The Drunken Grape. You can hit me up at info@thedrunkengrape.com. I'm all over social media, so you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm at The Drunken Grape on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook page at The Drunken Grape.
Yeah.
It's sort of if you punch in at The Drunken Grape, even in YouTube, the channel's going to come up as well.
And you're also going to come on to events if people need you?
Absolutely. So I do a lot of corporate events, a lot of corporate event planning and project management around it. Often, obviously, in the wine and beer space, a lot of mixology. Mixology was actually my background before cruising into this industry.
Yeah.
And, you think summer, enjoy these drinks on the boat or at the cottage. Yeah. Just make sure you're on a yacht or a boat with a bathroom in it because that's the licensing law. You can't just be on a speedboat with open alcohol. No. So you don't want to be caught doing that.
So I feel like you have so many other tips to let us know. Okay, so what is going to be your favorite drink for this year now that you've had a chance to taste a few? And I know we don't have much time. You were also talking, there's so many tours that you can go on. So
there is.
What would you say maybe your favorite tour is?
Well, Sandbags Winery's close by, Norman Hardy. I mean, these are some excellent wine tour options. It's 3 hours away near the town of Picton, which is a beautiful town.
Yeah.
And just past Kingston, getting into southern Ontario. If you do move into the wine belt, the cradle of wine in Ontario, which is the Niagara Escarpment, go see Taz. It's a first generation winery. They're just about 20 years old now. And a lot of these wineries now practice sustainable viticulture. So they have cisterns for water and, they use a lot of organics.
So we have to break it right there. And please follow Drunken Grape everywhere across social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.